Washington football addicts, baby. Let's go. Washington football addicts, we've been repping for years, always keeping it real. It's Rod, Steve, Devinfield. We talking about latest deals and what goes on the field and happenings with the team. So listen if you a fiend. Hey. Go Rod, go Steve, go Phil, go Dev, go Rod, go Steve, go Phil, go Dev. Washington football addicts, baby. Let's go.
What is going on, Washington football addicts? It's your boy Rod, and we are back with quick slant number 2 to talk about nothing more than the cut down to 53 that happened today. So you can see on the screen right now, we have the cuts that did occur with the Washington football team. And gentlemen, from what you can see from the list right now, before I start scrolling, what is your immediate takeaway from what you see? What's the biggest surprise?
Shit, for me, it's Gandy Golden. That's my. I wanted him to make it, and I really thought he would make the be a 6 wide receiver.
I thought so too, specifically because of who's listed right below him. Really, the 2 right below him. You thought that Harmon and Sims Jr. being cut would make a space for AGG, so that was definitely a surprise to see him not on the 53. Now he may make it through waivers and end up being signed to the practice squad, but we'll see. So that was the first one, and then I'll continue scrolling. You guys stop me, anyone, whenever you see someone that kind of takes your attention, that surprised you, that you saw today. So this is it. Nothing really big.
I thought maybe a little bit that David Sharp would maybe make the team. I thought it was unnecessary to keep 4 tackles, but I thought maybe he had a chance just because we made a trade for him.
Yeah, what was do you know the details of that trade that we made for him off the top?
Well, I don't remember off the top, but I know we traded something for him. David
I think it was
Sharp.
like a 6, but let me double check.
But it wasn't really that surprising. Now, I guess it was between Shaka and Bradley King for the reserve defensive end spots for the last one. That I thought could go either way.
Yeah. So we got David Sharp in a 7th for a 6th. We gave a 6th. So
that kind of stings. That kind of stings when you make. I mean, yeah, I don't like to make trades of assets that don't work out, but whatever.
We needed him last year. We needed him last year for depth.
Yeah.
We were thin. I think we're a little bit better set this year.
I think I'm getting closer to the surprise, gentlemen. Scrolling up slow. Oh my God.
Jimmy, another bleeping Moreland.
You know, between him and Ben DiNucci getting cut from the Cowboys, it was not a good day to be a JMU Duke.
The Dukes.
Yeah.
The Dukes.
Just
no wonder it rained all day in Harrisonburg today.
But maybe was he an injury settlement thing?
That's why I saw a little asterisk next to his cut, and it did say injury designation. So
maybe he comes back,
he comes back.
We could sing like Hamilton songs to him and shit like "You'll be back soon. You'll see. You'll remember you belong to me." I
haven't watched it, but I will after hearing that rendition.
And please don't change the subject. No, just Hamilton.
The last possible surprise I have from looking at this list, we're at the end, is Jeremy Reeves. I thought he played well enough last year in reserve role, starting role rather, after 2 starters went down. But that hopefully means, cutting Jimmy and cutting Reeves, hopefully that means that we got better. We have a better roster and we're more capable. So that is the cuts today from 53.
Yeah, so, Reeves wasn't a surprise, but he did good for us last year, filling in when he had to. Him and Everett played some good spot duty.
So we kept like 3 safeties in, right?
Reeves would be more surprising if we hadn't gone out and gotten Derek Forrest in the draft and Bobby McCain in free agency.
Yeah.
That told me they they thought that Reeves maybe hit his ceiling. Although, hey, his PFF grade last year was fantastic.
Yeah.
But I think the coaches saw something where they said that's as good as it's going to get with him. Or I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of because they went out and got 2 other guys who could play that position in the offseason.
Yep.
Well, they did. And I'm about to pull up the roster. Before I do, since you can see it zoomed in, shout out to Corey from On the Warpath. I'm wearing his shirt tonight. So, yeah.
I see it.
Fellow pods, man. Appreciate it. All right. So now you guys can see it's sort of blurry. Does that make sense? Can you guys kind of see what I got up? Good to go.
I got it.
So we're just going to go down the list. Start with offense, quarterback, running back, receiver, tight end, O-line, and then we'll switch over to defense. So offense, quarterback, any surprises that you guys see with the final 3 there?
No.
I mean, I'll be honest. If Montez had played well in the preseason, he may be in Kyle Allen's spot. But
it's cool. Kyle Allen gonna get waived anyways for Cam Newton. I'm calling it, man. Speak it into existence, bro.
When I saw Cam got cut, first person I thought was Dev.
If Cam Newton were vaccinated,
man. Speaking to his manifestation. That's what it's called.
If he were vaccinated, I would believe you. But the way that Ron Rivera has been in preaching vaccination and protecting themselves, I don't believe Cam Newton's a vaccinated player. So, I mean, he was asked the question. Ron Rivera was asked the question, say, "Hey, have you heard about Cam Newton being cut? Did you think about him?" I said, "Yeah, we thought about him, but Ryan Fitzpatrick is our starter." So he was quick.
I mean, I ain't say come replace Ron. I said come replace Allen.
Yeah, but
hey, what up,
Just saying.
Do you think he would truly be a backup quarterback and not like
I think he would do it for Ron because, I mean, let's be honest. How soon do y'all think Fitztragic is going to start up, man?
16 games because it's going to be Fitz magic, baby.
I hope so. I'm rooting for Fitz, man. I told you I want Cam just so I can say Cam. And I just want to use it I just want to use him on Madden. Honestly, I'm selfish. It's pretty much 99% of the reason because I want to use him on Madden. That's really the only reason.
Yeah. For the Madden heads, the O-line is not really good. So, yeah, Cam Newton would not be a bad option for Madden purely. But
shout out to Kool-Aid, Clayton, and
those ratings will go up as the season goes on.
I hope so, man. I hope so. So moving on to running back. We all know Jarrett Patterson had an outstanding preseason. Suffice for the 3rd game. He kind of had a little dose of reality. I think he is potentially the only surprise that I see at the running back position, only because you could have potentially stashed him in the practice squad, but he generated enough burn. I think that they had to protect their assets. So other than the 3 you guys see there, any surprises, Phil?
The surprise to me is that he knocked out 2 guys off that roster because, look, we thought they were going to possibly keep Patterson and Peyton Barber. He knocked out Peyton Barber. He knocked out Lamar Miller. Everyone thought Jonathan Williams might be the guy who sneaks on the roster. He knocked him out too. We're only keeping 3 running backs, and a lot of people thought we were going to keep 4.
Yeah. No, me too. I mean, it's youth. It's the youth movement. It's the youth movement that we've wanted for so long with this organization. So,
but outside of those 3, you can go out and find it. You can go and find anybody.
Yeah, I thought that's what was. I assumed in my roster breakdown, I assumed they would keep 3, and I thought Barber, if they were going to keep him, it would be momentarily anyway.
Barber's a dime a dozen, man.
Right. I think they can find that if they need a running back. Hell, they could put Williams in the practice squad. He's intriguing to me. I liked him.
Yeah,
big guy.
Yeah. All right, moving down to the wide receiver position group. Diami Brown, Curtis Samuel, DeAndre Carter. That's kind of a surprise for me. But there's a little bit of interest with Dax Milne. So I seen folks were excited about him staying on the roster. How you guys feeling about Dax?
He came on strong during camp. I mean, I thought he was a sleeper. I didn't think Carter was going to make the roster, except for if we had nobody else who could return kicks and punts. And I thought when Patterson showed he could do it, that Carter was, okay, he'll be gone. And I thought maybe that's where Gandy Golden would end up sliding in once we cut Harmon.
Yeah.
But I think that keeping Carter is a mild surprise. Dax Milne is a pleasant surprise. But I do like this wide receiver core.
I'm not too thrilled with the wide receiver core. I mean,
No?
Terry goes
Okay.
down.
Give us some reality. Give us some reality.
Terry goes down. I mean, look, we have a bunch of semi-unproven guys. I mean,
Samuel's not semi-unproven.
Samuel's good, but we haven't seen anything this year to show us he's healthy yet.
Okay, other than Kelvin Harmon, who are we going to keep to be that proven backup? AGG?
I'm not denying the cuts they made. I'm just saying our wide receiver core isn't like world beaters. It's Terry, Curtis, and then a bunch of we don't knows. But that's okay.
Humphreys is a pretty decent receiver.
I could treat this like a round the horn. I think I can mute Steve's mic for saying that. What the hell, Steve? Let's be excited tonight.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm just joking, man.
I think it's weird that we have I think it's weird we have 4 slot receivers.
And all I'm saying is, like, if we get an injury to, let's say, a skill position such as RB1 or wide receiver 1, is Fitz good enough to make everybody better? No.
He'll give him a chance. He will give him a chance.
Yeah,
because he will sling the ball.
Is it fair to say that the 4 quarterbacks we had playing last year made McKissick better?
No, McKissick made the quarterbacks better.
McKissick made the quarterbacks better.
Right. So what I'm saying, I mean, I guess one hand still sharpens steel, I guess, in some sorts.
Yeah, true.
But I do think it's weird. There's 4 slots. Like if Diami or McLaurin get hurt, there's no. But it seems we only have 3 outside receivers.
We got the mini knees. We got the
Samuel
mini
can play outside.
Wide receiver core,
right?
Yeah.
But everybody keeps saying that. But I'm wondering. I'm like, I feel like he's more valuable as a slot.
He plays both. He's valuable just being on the field.
Yeah, as much as we all expect, Fitzpatrick to extend the field and throw deep bombs, I think when you're looking at that position group and the way that they're setting them up, I think it's going to be a quick strike offense, and yeah, I'm good with that.
Plus Samuel can be thought of as a 4th running back since he runs the ball so much.
Yep.
Yeah. At I think it was JP or Nikki Javala had a picture of practice last week, and Diami was on the outside. So was Terry, and Curtis was on the inside.
I told y'all that should be the starting lineup. That's why
so deadly though.
That's why I told everybody, why wouldn't they cut?
And then you know who gets open every play?
Yeah,
lineup Logan Thomas.
Right.
Good segue to the tight end position group. So you all see, obviously Logan Thomas is there, but number 80, Sammis
Reyes.
That's a surprise. I didn't think he was going to make the 53. I thought he was going to be on the practice squad protected every week.
No way. Man, the rumor is that guy, they said that the reason he didn't enter the international pool or whatever that program is because there were like 4 or 5 teams that was bidding on him. So he couldn't be in that where you could save him like Bada, like how we saving him.
Yeah.
You can't do that with him. That I don't think he would have made waivers if they cut him.
I think he is so interesting as a prospect. You can't teach muscle. You can't teach, relative speed. And he's a fairly quick learner from what I've seen thus far. I mean, and he's still raw. He, by no means, I don't think this kid's going to be a Pro Bowler this year. I would love him to be. But just the physical attributes that he has, it is enticing. And it does potentially allow Scott Turner to get really creative with that entire position group themselves. Seals Jones, you talked about the convert, to tight end. Bates is proven at least collegiately, and then Logan Thomas had a great year last year. So I'm excited about the tight end group more so than last year, but it still is, work to be.
Give us some 2 tight end sets, please.
2 or 3. I'm for it. Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
We want.
I hope Race doubles as our fullback also. That would be really awesome.
Yeah, as long as he could thump. I think was it Brian Billick? I think Billup. I forget who does it on Twitter, but he put up some video of him blocking and whatnot. He looked good, but it's just a snapshot. Everyone looks good in the highlight video, so
but blocking is the hardest skill for tight ends to learn.
Oh, absolutely,
especially new converts. So. He mowed over a couple people. Was it game 1? I think.
Yes.
Yeah, everybody looks good in highlights, like you said, except for Aaron Colvin.
We got a cheesehead here. What's going on, Shotguns?
Infiltration. What's up, Shotguns?
So is that Chicago Guns the great one? Like in your room for the Packers? Not the
Nah, it's Cordero.
Oh, is it? Okay.
It's one of my friends, man, from Chicago. Shout out to him too, man.
But so he's from Chi-Town, but repping the Packers. Okay,
he's from Chicago.
Y'all had a quarterback for like 2 years.
You know what?
He's a legit Green Bay fan too.
I will not talk shit to anyone from Chicago, so you got it, bro. Root for whoever you want to root for. I'm good.
Y'all don't know what it's like to be bad.
Chicago ain't shit, man. Drill music ain't shit. I was joking. I like Chicago. I like Chinatown. My cousin lived there. I used to get my school clothes for like $30, man. Like the whole year. And a TV. Might be black.
Offensive line, gentlemen, what's the big takeaway that you see here? So, Phil, since I asked the question to Phil specifically, since you love the trenches the most, I'll start with the offensive side of the ball. From what you see here, what's your starting five? Left tackle to right tackle?
We're going Leno left tackle. We're going to go – I'll come back to left guard. Center is right guard is Brandon Sheriff, and right tackle is future Pro Bowler Sam Cosmi. Now, right guard is the coin toss because Schweitzer started the first 2 games.
Yep.
Flower started the last one. However, that starting offensive line didn't see any time in that 3rd game either, really.
Everybody started the last one, got cut.
Yes, I'm thinking. I'm personally thinking that Schweitzer beat out Flowers, but that means that we have a guy as good as Flowers as depth.
Yeah,
and a future replacement for Brandon Sheriff when we trade him for 2 number 1 picks. But nonetheless, I think it's going to be Leno, who, by the way, is becoming one of my favorite guys on the team. Leno, Schweitzer, Rouillet, Sheriff, and then Cosmi.
Yeah, I like Leno too, just for the human being aspect.
Yes.
I talked with him a couple times on Twitter, jumped in his DMs, and obviously scheduling conflicts. He's new to the area, new team, trying to transition. Tried to get him on the pod, and we just can never link up. But he actually responds, talks to you. He posts pictures of his kids, so he's like you. He's become one of my favorite players on the roster as well. So yeah, I have no problems with the offensive line group that we have pictured here. Steve, Dev, any questions, comments on it?
Nope, I like it. Solid.
I agree with
that. I think it's interesting that Keith Ishmael got cut.
Yeah,
because he was drafted 5th round.
Well, we traded for Larson. We traded for Larson too, though, didn't we? Or was that one of his guys from Carolina?
I think Larson's a journeyman. He may have come from Carolina.
Yeah,
but I honestly thought Ishmael may make it. But it is what it is. I mean, he didn't see much playing time at all last year, except for I think when Rouillet got hurt in a game.
Yep.
That's about it. So,
all right, we're now moving on to the defensive side of the ball, defensive end, position 5. So we obviously know Chase is starting, Montez is starting. How do you guys feel about the depth that you see here? And
Shaka Tony, baby! Oh my God, I'm so glad to see him make it.
I feel like if we wake up tomorrow and one of those guys is cut because we've grabbed another guy that got cut, I would not be surprised if it came out of this group. I feel like this is the group where someone isn't going to really be on the team. I don't know if it's Casey Toohill or Shaka Tony. I don't know which one it is, but I feel like a veteran is going to be added at that position.
Which veteran would you like to add at that position then?
Who is available?
Everson Griffin.
One.
Okay.
I mean, it might not even be a defensive end. Maybe they use that spot to get, I don't know, maybe KJ Wright, everybody's dream guy to have on the team. He's sitting there at home, hopefully watching this podcast. What's up, KJ? But definitely, I think if anyone gets cut on that group tomorrow, I think it's going to be out of there.
Steve?
Yeah, this is the worst position group on the team for me. I mean, it's Montez, Chase, and then question marks.
Yeah.
It's just scary. If one of these guys go down, I think it changes the dynamic of the entire defense.
Can't Matt Ioannidis play defensive end? Didn't he play that when he first got here?
In the 3-4.
I mean, clearly
in a pinch though. Like
He can play defensive end in a pinch, in a real pinch. What up, Fred?
Brown.
Freddie.
Fred,
17
he's
and
I'm
0.
going
undefeated.
17-0. He loves the
17-0.
roster.
Oh,
Fair
man.
weather Fred.
Oh man, this dude.
Nah, but I do like the potential. I like the fact that the potential is on the second string with these defensive ends. Guys like Tony, James Smith-Williams, although I like Shaka Tony's potential a little bit better.
I wish he played linebacker.
No.
I don't.
But
get it.
I like the fact that if you're going to develop those guys into being, bigger pieces of the puzzle, I'd rather we do it from there. Fairweather Fred is back.
I like it.
I mean,
So
it's just kind of a bummer because I'm not staying on the we should have kept Ryan Kerrigan train, but for what he's getting paid in Philadelphia is chump change. It's practically peanuts. It's practically nothing. And
I would
it's
like
just,
to see him.
you know what I mean? And it's just sad that he's not going to be on this team for like $1 million, whatever he's making in Philadelphia.
Did he make 50? Did he make Phillies 53?
You know what? I haven't checked. I'm going to assume
If he got cut, we would have heard about it already.
yeah,
True.
So it's all good. Ron said today we're going young, and I get it. It's cool. We're going young.
And Shy Guns, I see your question. We'll get to it at the end of the stream. I'm gonna just try to focus on defense to get us through this. So we'll slide on over to defensive tackle. We see the four. I think that the biggest excitement for me is just seeing Matt Ioannidis back healthy. So I don't think we really need to touch too much on this position group. Those
are four men at defensive tackle. It's almost like 4 men, big dudes.
Yep. Now, what I am surprised about, I'm going to slide right over to linebacker. Only keeping 4. How do you guys feel about that?
I called it.
Now, Phil, you talked before we hit. Go ahead, Steve.
No, I think it's possible because I think they'll end up moving. It gives you an opportunity. Let's say one of those guys goes down. Pick your person, and I think it gives an opportunity to switch defensive looks up, and you can move Landon up a lot more. You can put DeShazer in there a lot more because they're both heavy hitters. You can move Curl up there a lot more. I mean, a lot of flexibility. I'm just guessing, I think that's why.
Or you can cut Casey Toohill and pick up a linebacker, which is what I think is going to happen. I really think that position group, the defensive end, someone's going to get cut and someone else is going to be having that roster spot.
I'll tell you now, 4-2-5 base defense. You're going to see Cam Curl and Landon Collins on the field.
Yep.
At the same time.
And you see this comment from Mr. Wu 1. So he said, Ron looking at linebacker. So, yeah, man, it's I know Dev has been screaming, hey, KJ Wright, and a lot of fans have as well. So we'll see what happens in the next couple of days, but we know we aren't done.
Did Dallas cut one of their linebackers?
Micah Parsons got cut.
God, I wish.
I have no
idea.
He's a Cowboys fan, though. After the draft, he came out as a Cowboys fan crying out, fuck that guy. I don't want him anymore anyway. So whatever. Yeah. All good.
I cried
so hold on.
Signing bonus.
Look at Fred says that they're going to go with an extra defensive tackle and put Chase at linebacker.
No.
Don't do that.
You still be the best linebacker on the team. That's what's funny.
Fred is giving his trade secrets to Madden away with that comment, guaranteed. That's what he does in Madden. He puts Chase Young at linebacker. He's got
that gives me heartburn of the reminders of the damn 3-4 we ran. No,
hey, I do drop Chase Young in the coverage every once in a while. So whatever. It's Madden. Cornerbacks.
Greg Minuski.
Hey, the biggest surprise for us, we talked about it, is obviously cutting Moreland and then really keeping Darryl Roberts over him. And
he did not predict that on Rep the District at all.
No.
We did predict Troy Apke, and people were like, you guys are crazy. There's no way. But we talked about versatility. Troy Apke plays special teams, but he can play both safety positions in cornerback, outside and inside. Not perfectly by any means, but
not even good.
But here's the thing, though. We never saw him play cornerback with the actual starters up front in front of him.
Right. They complement each other.
That means a lot, absolutely.
Yeah.
So if the pass rush is truly doing its job, the linebackers are surveying the middle of the field, and then the cornerbacks are playing, he has the speed to stick with someone. He is a little bit tight in the hips. We talked about that, but I'm not too surprised seeing Apke make the team. So
I'll say what Trev from Rep the District says. It's Trapke season. He's got staying power. What can we say?
hey, Apke is to revere as Ryan Grant
was Gruden's son.
It seems like it. It seems like it. So
or
far.
as Reed Dowdy was to everyone.
Hey, man.
Colt. Gruden had Colt and Grant. His two kids.
Wow. Alfred Morris got cut, by the way.
Yeah.
Did he? Hey, he's still rocking though, man. Salute to Al Morris, man. What is that? Looking
Fourth running back.
Yeah,
Fourth running back.
Hey, I would take Alf. I love
If
that.
we have to have one,
I can rock. I still got my Elmo jersey.
I'd rather have Bo Scarborough. He's available if we need one of those.
Fred.
You was a damn lie, Fred. There's no way you got 52 out of 53 right, and Steven Sims Jr. is the only one. You're bullshitting, man.
That's the one you got wrong.
What are you drinking on tonight?
You thought Steven Sims Jr. was going to be on the team?
You understand? I told Fred,
Nostradamus, dude. Get out of here, man.
The minute I saw Steven Sims Jr. try to shoot a little jumper with a Gatorade bottle from like feet away and missed it. I said, he's done.
Funny. That's funny. Slide on over to the safety position. Surprises there, excitement. I'm excited about Derek Forrest. I said that he would be making the roster early in camp, so I'm excited to see him make the 53. So that's my excitement there. Anyone else that you guys kind of?
I was surprised that Cesar Everett made it.
He can hit
over Reeves. I was surprised at that.
Everett is a special teams standout.
He was our
Everett is Reed Darty, man. Him
but
or
better.
Adams. Yeah, he is a little better.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, he is better.
He was.
Look at that Fred's comment. So he says,
Fred, I take full responsibility for saying AGG was going to make it. I will not shy away. I was on the AGG train since last year, so yes.
Fred, do not put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. I never wanted AGG on this roster. I've been saying that all off season that he was gone. Always garbage game.
Yep.
Hey man, I thought he was gonna make the roster. Well, what's up?
I did too. I thought he was gonna
Colin? What's up, Colin? Thanks for joining us, man.
Absolutely, man. Thanks for tuning in. So we have made it down to the special teams position. I'm surprised that Dustin Hopkins was not.
Can we just let Tressway kick and punt?
And he can snap.
If you hit the Y button or the triangle button if you're on PlayStation and all those sorts of your roster, you know who punts and kicks? Tressway. Right. No, I don't know if he can do it.
He's also a third-string quarterback.
Somebody did win the Madden tournament with Tressway at quarterback, so yeah, he can do it.
Goat, man. He's a goat. Maybe goat.
So no real surprises this. That really concludes the roster breakdown. But I'm going to go back to Shy Guns. He asked a question a couple minutes ago. I said to get back to him. So, Dev, you kind of talked about it earlier, but he said, "What do y'all think about Cam Newton going to your team?" So,
I wish it happened, man. Cam. Hey, bring Cam on over, man. I mean, honestly, I just want him for Madden. I'm not going to lie about that.
Dev just wants to be right about something.
No, I like Cam though. Like,
you've been predicting Cam Newton and Aaron Rodgers.
Cam is gonna if he comes to the team, he's better than Heineke, I think.
You said Aaron Rodgers is going to be
he's better than Allen. I think he's better than Allen. And if you want to argue Fitz, okay, but it's an argument. That should scare you enough that you arguing about somebody else cut. I'm
not arguing that.
I put him as second quarterback and then goal line situation. Put Cam in, bro. I bet his inside the goal line percentages is like second or third highest in the league. It's got to be up right next to Lamar Jackson.
I don't trust Cam's arm after last season. He was pulling a McNabb with burning worms.
Man, he looked good in preseason. Y'all talk about the other dude that's coming in and took his job. We looked just as good as him in preseason.
I was not that impressed with Mac Jones.
And he played against starters.
Let's talk about Mac Jones for a second, since we're talking about Cam and the guy who ended up taking his position. We were rumored to be moving up for Mac Jones in the draft, and Washington Football Nation kind of lost their collective minds and said, hell no, we don't want to do that. So how do you guys feel now? I mean, we haven't seen regular season. He could be a complete bust. I get it, but in preseason, Mac Jones looked really goddamn good.
Yeah, I mean,
are you happy with going 79 last year and missing him by 4 picks?
I mean, we didn't lose a playoff game because of the quarterback. We lost a playoff game because we ain't got no linebackers. We drafted a linebacker.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's hard to say that right now because I mean, what if Jamin Davis proves to be Luke Kuechly? It's hard to say. Yeah, I'm upset.
Hold on. Kool-Aid said Alabama's quarterback you. There ain't no quarterbacks from Alabama that are any good in the NFL.
Oh, I woke up for that one. What?
I tell you what, though, they last as far as they're pretty smart, and they can at least last as backups.
Are you talking about Alabama defenders?
No, quarterbacks.
Quarterbacks.
Who?
I'm gonna put the comment back up there again.
A.J. McCarron?
Didn't he just tear his ACL?
Okay, yeah. He ain't never played though.
Jalen, you could say Hurts technically, right?
Jalen Hurts?
Again, Oklahoma guy. He wasn't drafted at Alabama.
Hey, this is a good comment.
Tua, that's it. And I don't even think he's that good yet.
Tua's trash.
Hey, you see,
last year.
You think Mac Jones will win a Super Bowl before any other rookie quarterback in his class? Arguably the greatest.
Down in San Fran. Guy down in San Fran might get one.
Let me rephrase the question. Will Mac Jones win a Super Bowl, or will Mac Jones be on a Super Bowl winning team?
It's synonymous.
San Fran has one.
No one
what
if
San Fran goes and Lance the backup?
Trent Dilfer was the quarterback of a Super Bowl winning team.
What about Trey Lance? If San Fran goes with Garoppolo, as I call him, and he gets one as a backup quarterback, does that count?
No, because he didn't win a Super Bowl, but Trey Lance is most likely going to take over that team by midseason.
Who y'all think is going to be the best quarterback this year, though? Out of all the drafted quarterbacks, I think it's going to be Lawrence. He look good, man.
Yeah,
Lawrence look good, man.
I'm going to say Zach Wilson just to be different.
I like Zach Wilson too. That's who I would have drafted, by the way.
Lawrence looked really good versus the Cowboys, and I was giving Cowboys fans heat for that shit at work, so it felt pretty good.
I mean, you got to look at their supporting cast, though. See, I don't know. See, we start talking about Mac Jones and Alabama, and look, we lost 6 viewers, man.
Got a point. You got a point.
Fucking SEC, y'all killing us, man, killing us.
Hold on, 3 starting quarterbacks, Alabama. Yeah, you counting the Hurts?
Counting Jalen,
counting the Hurts?
Jalen and
yeah.
Hurts.
You do have 3 starting NFL quarterbacks right now.
Yeah, that's cool.
One hasn't played yet, and the other 2 are doo-doo.
Louisville got 2, so at least we ain't bad. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man. Well, this was the quick slant. So shout outs, gentlemen. I'm gonna give my shout out to Corey from On the Warpath. I am rocking his shirt tonight, so showing some love to one of our sister/brother pods. Hooked us up with some gear. And look out for ours coming soon. I promise you. Phil, any shout outs?
Shout out to the 53 guys who made this roster because you're the ones who are now tasked with making me right by winning 10 games and winning the division and at least making it to the divisional round. So you've been tasked with that. And shout out to all the great conversation going on about these cuts in the Facebook group. A lot of good posts and not a lot of, stupid wannabe hot takes. Like there's good discussion. So I like that. I like seeing that substance that we pride ourselves on.
He's clowning us. He's clowning us now.
The only thing Tua is a number 2 is what I could do with after number 2 is I could wipe my ass with Tua right now.
Tua sheets of paper?
Tua apply.
I think Tua's going to be all right or crippled this year. I think that's pretty much my. He's going to be really, really good or crippled. It's one of the two for that guy.
There's no middle ground.
Right.
Like him. Dev, who gets your shout outs?
Kool-Aid, Clayton, Game Over, Cordero, Killer D, Pick. Just guys will play on Xbox and shit. That's my fellas. But other than that, my job sucks now. But
shout out to grass ain't always green on the other side. You're back to days though, man. We can do this like weekly though. Like
feel like you ever seen Roots? That's me. I go to my job and I'm singing like Negro spirituals and shit. Lord, well, I hate it, man. It's so hot. You gotta wear a fucking mask.
We love you though, bro. Like we're happy to have you back. Like other than Saturdays, so
yeah.
I know the pod doesn't pay like an actual job, but it pays to hang out with friends. So Steve, who's getting your shout outs?
I'll just give a quick shout out to the fellas who I saw at the tailgate this weekend. Jesse from Bleeding Burgundy, John from Full Contact WP, and Colin who popped in here earlier. Good seeing you guys. And I'll be there at the I think Phil and I will try to be there at the Dallas game December 12th in Orange Lot.
Mask up, man. They got that Lambo down there, bro.
Here's the thing, Steve. Shout out to Steve who's going to put my ass because I plan on drinking. So
okay.
And Steve's gonna have to put his boxing skills to the test, not against any of the Dallas fans, but to knock me out from getting into a fight.
Hey, Colin, thanks for sticking around. Yep, good to meet you too, bro.
Hey, shout out to my girlfriend who got me this also, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is that a magnet?
No,
it's a tire pressure monitor. That's awesome because we are family friendly around here. I love it.
It's hookah, bro.
Oh, it's illegal. Oh my god, he has a tire pressure monitor. That's amazing.
Shisha for hashish.
It's a Washington tire pressure monitor.
Shout out to everyone who rocked with us for the live stream tonight, man.
Hey, shout out to Fairweather Fred, since no one else did.
And Kool-Aid knows what's up. He laughed at that one. It's probably not a tire pressure monitor.
Shout out to Kool-Aid. He's living in a hurricane right now in Mobile, Alabama. About 3 blocks away from Forrest Gump in Greenbow, Alabama.
No bueno. Y'all be safe if you're in the South, man. We get that storm coming up here to the DMV tonight. Just a bunch of rain, some thunderstorms. But
hey, Kool-Aid has a electric generator. Rob him. No, I was joking. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Just air your man's out like that.
Don't do that.
Y'all horrible. Yeah, hey, thanks for joining the stream, man. Y'all be good, man. And thank you, Mr. Wu, man. Fist bump to you as well, man. Hail. Peace.
Peace.